Welcome to part 3 of Todd Rundgren on video, the DVD era. This video should be watched alongside the previous 2 videos which I made about collecting Todd Rundgren on DVD during the DVD era, and also the 2 videos which cover the VHS era, that is concerts which were first released on VHS but were subsequently released on DVD. So between the 2 series, that makes 5 videos in total. So the videos that we're going to look at in this one all cover the 2010s, and what is common to all of these is that rather than being released as in individual clamshells, they were released in CD cases alongside CDs. So I guess this must reflect some sort of change in the market for videos, that they don't think that people will buy a DVD which is exclusively video, that people will buy it as part of a bigger package or part as a giveaway with a CD. So the first of these, and I think this is a really excellent set of DVDs in total. The first one of them is Todd Rundgren's Johnson Live, and this is a live performance of Todd Rundgren's versions of Robert Johnson's music. So it's blues music plus some of Todd's own work, which has a kind of bluesy influence. And there's a very nice booklet with this release, which has photos from the concert, which is at the Ridgefield Theatre. Todd Rundgren's Johnson isn't everyone's taste. Personally, I think it's great. I love it. It's nice hearing Todd do something different for a change, and I really enjoyed this. I think that the concert DVD is excellently directed. I think the setting, the Ridgefield, is very atmospherically lit. It's quite dark, and so I found this an excellent video to watch. And the package gives you a CD of the concert plus a DVD which has a lot more tracks because there's more space in the DVD, and it's an excellent evening's viewing if you want to watch this. I thoroughly recommend it. I'd give it 5 stars. The next package is a set of 4 discs. That's 3 CDs plus a DVD, and it's Todd Rundgren at the BBC between 1972 and 1982. So it's recordings which Todd did for BBC radio and television, which are still available. Because the BBC was notorious for scrubbing things and taping over recordings. So this is basically just what is still available. It's a very nice package, and it's got individually wrapped discs, and the contents are there's CD of Todd Rundgren in concert 1972, Old Grey Whistle Test 1975, Todd Rundgren's Utopia in concert 1975, Todd Rundgren Utopia in 1977, which has got stuff from the Ra tour. And then we have the DVD, which is very interesting. It has Real Man and 7 Rays from the Old Grey Whistle Test, and this is an absolutely superb live recording. Very nice audio, although I think it's mono, but it's very clear. And it has Luther Vandross doing backing vocals, and it's absolutely excellent, these 2 tracks. Then we've got what's called the Bearsville Picnic, and that was an event which the BBC covered. They went to see the Bearsville studios Todd shows off his video equipment, which, by today's standards looks a bit primitive, and even then probably was to the BBC, who were a lot more into using video than perhaps most people were in the United States. Unfortunately, some of the stuff from the Bearsville picnic episode of the Old Grey Whistle Test isn't on the DVD, unfortunately. But what is great about the Todd material is that you see a performance of Singering in the glass guitar with the pyramid and everything. So that's absolutely fantastic. And then we've got a solo gig that Todd did in 1982 for the Old Grey Whistle Test TV series. And this is particularly special because Todd's had a number of run-ins with British trade unions who've been rather militant in, trying to prevent artists who don't normally perform in the UK doing television. So Todd had to go to court, I think, to be allowed to do this performance. So it's very nice. It's also got a video segment of his Time Heals video, which he showed during this performance. As you can see, there's also a nice booklet which goes with the whole set of discs. So this is an absolutely excellent set of recordings and video, and I would give it again 5 stars. So next one is Todd's album Global, which I think is an excellent album, and it comes with a free DVD, which is called The Unpredictable Todd Rundgren, and this is a concert where he does tracks which perhaps people wouldn't normally expect him to do. So he's got like a Lorne Green song on there, and some of his own music that includes some tracks that aren't so perhaps well known. It's quite an intimate performance. It's at a branch of the winery, and I think it's quite an enjoyable concert. I know that, again, Unpredictable Todd Rundgren wasn't everybody's taste, but I think getting this DVD video performance as part of a 2-disc set with an excellent Todd album is a fantastic deal. So as the overall package, I'd give this 5 stars. So this is the global special edition. I think it may also be available without the DVD. So if you're ordering this, make sure that you've got a version of the global CD that has the Unpredictable concert with it, if that's what you want to see, as well as enjoy the excellent album. So I'd give this 5 stars also. So all 3 5 stars so far. Next one is An Evening with Todd Rundgren live at the Ridgefield. Now again, this is a double package, so there's a CD and a DVD. Now, this should be an absolutely fantastic package because it's got a lot of Todd tracks that people love very much. And I think Todd's idea with this was that the theme of the concert was to play what people wanted to hear. Sadly, I found it a bit underwhelming. I thought the sound was very poor, especially on the first half of the concert on the CD. And I think this has been released separately. The concert video has been released separately as a Blu-ray, but based on what I saw in the DVD, I'm not going to bother upgrading from simply having the DVD on video on here. So that's a bit of a shame. The other thing is it's filmed at the Ridgefield, the same setting as Todd Rundgren's Johnson, but whereas the filming was and the lighting was very atmospheric in the Johnson DVD, the stage is too brightly lit in this, and you find yourself looking at sort of untidy things in the corner and of the stage. And, you know, I think if you start thinking about things like that, it sort of suggests that you aren't enjoying the overall experience. So this should have been brilliant. I rarely watch it, but just because of the content, I've got to give it 4 stars. So just in terms of when these releases were brought out, Johnson was in 2013, based on the 2010 concert. Rundgren at the BBC was stuff from the 1970s and 1980s, and that came out in 2014. Global was released in 2015. I think. Let me just see. Let me check that. Yeah, based on concert in 2012. Evening with Todd Rundgren was 2016 from a 2015 concert. And now we come to what I think is the absolute jewel in the crown of these discs, which is Todd Rundgren's Utopia live at the Chicago Theatre. And so that was a release in, let me just see where it was, 2019. As you can see, I've got this signed by Todd. I bought it at Rough Trade Records in London, and Todd was doing a signing. He was also signing his autobiography, which I got signed at the same time. And this is absolutely breathtaking. It has 2 CDs and a DVD, but even better than that, it has a Blu-ray. And so this is shot in high definition, as indeed a lot of Todd's videos are shot in high definition, but they haven't tended to be released in Blu-ray. But this one is as part of this package. And there's just so many good things to say about this concert. It's over 2 hours long. It covers the whole length of Utopia's music, from the very early incarnations of Todd Rundgren's Utopia right up to when the band stopped recording in the mid 1980s. It has Roger Powell replaced on this on keyboards by Gil Asayas, who is absolutely fantastic and brings a lot to the table. He's a brilliant electronic musician. You should look up his solo work, and he's got his own shop, online shop, selling his work. He's a really nice guy, and he really embraces the spirit of the music he's doing. There's interviews. You can tell how much he's enjoyed the performance. This concert is extremely atmospheric. There's a very large video screen with video effects, great lighting, really good sound on this, 5.1 surround sound, and it's genuine 5.1. It isn't pumped up. So this is a fantastic package, and I really recommend that you buy it. So absolutely 5 stars for that. So the last one I want to do is Todd Rundgren's Utopia Benefit for Moogie Klingman. Now this was released after the previous one, so this one came out in 2020. And it is again a brilliant package. There's a bit of poignancy in it because it's a benefit for Moogie Klingman, who was terminally ill. There's 2 concerts in this package, so it's a box and it's got 6 discs. So that's 4 CDs and 2 DVDs. So the 2 CDs and 1 DVD cover the first of the concerts. Both of the concerts were in 2011. Moogie Klingman himself appears in the first concert, because he was still alive at that time. Sadly, wasn't able to appear in the second one. And the purpose of the first concert was to raise money for his medical expenses. And it's a really beautiful event. I mean, I just wish that we'd been able to enjoy more performances of Moogie, or that I'd been able to see him live myself, because he's a fantastic personality. and that really comes across in this video, and the love that the audience have for the music and the performance really comes across as well on the first disc. So the first disc's got a big lineup. We've got from the original Todd Rundgren's Utopia, we've got Ralph Schuckett, Johnny Siegler, Kevin Elman, and Kasim Sultan, of course, as well as Todd himself. And we even got backup singing from Patty Rothberg, Curtis King, Daryl Tooks, and Barry Gruber. Although the mix sometimes it could have lifted the backing vocals a little bit more. I think they get a little bit lost in the mix, but generally the sound's very enjoyable, and it's a really fun performance, and it's all basically focusing mainly on material from the the very earliest Todd Rundgren's Utopia releases. So this is, very early stuff like Freak Parade, Utopia Theme. There's also Dust in the Wind, which is a Moogie Klingman song that Todd recorded himself. And there's some rarely heard music on this. And rather than excerpts from compositions like The Icon, we get the full versions of these pieces of music. So if you like the very early proggy Todd Rundgren's Utopia, then this is very much for you. The second pair of CDs and DVD is of another concert, which is in some ways, because they probably had more time to rehearse, it's a little bit more polished. It's more perhaps more visually spectacular. But it's very enjoyable. It doesn't have the intimacy of the other performance, which includes Moogie Klingman, but it's extremely enjoyable, very much so. Especially for the very long version of the icon, which you see in this. So again, I would absolutely give this 5 stars. So I hope you've enjoyed this walkthrough Todd's the most recent Todd video releases. I'm filming this in 2021. I'm hoping that we're soon going to have some releases from Todd's recent concerts, such as his the concerts which he did to tie in with his autobiography release. But if you do enjoy seeing Todd on video, I'd recommend snapping these up if you can, because a lot of stuff like this is getting deleted, and it won't be around forever, or else you might have to spend a large amount to pick up these things on eBay or Amazon if you don't get them while they're still in print. But I hope you've enjoyed this look through Todd Rundgren on video, and if you did enjoy it, I'd recommend you also watch my my videos, Todd Rundgren on video, the VHS years and the DVD years. Okay, thank you very much.